Have you ever used Storm Assault before, Tarnished? Whoever knew that gymnastics could be so powerful? Because this stormy bad boy packs a bigger punch than that yellow anime Baldy. It is no secret that in patch 1.10, yes, here comes the same song we've been singing for quite a while now, anything that has hyper armor is miles better than anything that, well, anything that doesn't. The Storm-type Ashes of War were blessed by the Lord of Feet himself when he caressed them with his holy concrete slappers, leaving them impregnated with his magical scent. Particularly, Storm Assault went unnoticed for quite a while because everyone was focused solely on its brothers Stormcaller and Storm Stomp, also very powerful, which we've covered in previous videos. But what if I told you, my Astral Caramel cupcakes, that Storm Assault basically combines these two into a uniquely strong monster, possessing both the damage of Stormcaller and the hyper armor of Storm Stomp, and that's what we're going to cover today. So let's dive deep into the mud pool. Before we start today's class, the mystery weapon from our last video was the Noble's Ace Stock. Congrats to the little Nutella nuggets that answered correctly. Stay tuned until the end of the video for another game of mystery weapon. As mentioned before, Storm Assault is a storm-type Ash of War found in Stormvile Castle. On a stormy night.
What?
Just kidding. Anyway, you need to start from the Rampant Tower Site of Grace, pass through the Angry Birds, and drop down here. Hopefully more gracefully than I did. Once you're in here, you jump to this platform, which will break down Looney Tunes style. Land on the bushes and extinguish the life out of the scarab. Once you do this, you'll get your prize. Storm Assault can only be used on twin blades, heavy thrusting swords, spears, great spears, and halberds. So no Storm Assault balls for you.
Balls.
It has two parts, you could say. One where you go up and one where you go down. Both parts will break the stance of any PvP enemy, no matter how much poise they have. You deal a bit of damage on the way up and big damage on the way down if you manage to strike your enemy with your weapon. Of course, if the first part lands, the whole Ash of War connects. It's a true combo. It may not look like it, but this Ash of War is brutally strong. Why is that? Let me explain to you, my snickerdoodle sweetie. First of all, the hitboxes for this attack are absolutely broken. Want to take a look and find out why for yourself? I'll show it again and I'll give you a moment to think. If you figure out why these hitboxes are insanely broken, write it down in the comments below before continuing with the video. In case you're a little bit slow in the mind, I'll spell it out for you.
Slow? They call you slow? How dare you call me that?
The hitboxes last forever.
What will you have after 500 years?
Storm Assault hitboxes.
Second, the hyper armor this thing provides is almost as strong, if not as strong, as the hyper armor that Storm Stomp provides. And it's even faster, almost frame 1. With 51 poise, you can withstand R2 attacks from big weapons. However, once you're in the air, you cannot be staggered. It is so fast and so good that you can mash out of attacks consistently and roll catch with extreme ease due to the tremendously long, lingering hitbox. Lastly, with Storm Stomp, you can get at the most a powerful L1, but that will never deal as much damage as Storm Assault, capable of doing over 1,000 damage under the right circumstances. It even is amazing in PvE, as you can withstand many attacks and deal massive damage to a lot of enemies. With this Ash of War, you basically have a nuke button that trades with almost anything and is also super hard to punish. You pretty much have to be prepared for it beforehand to deal with it. Or are you? While Storm Assault seems pretty much... it is quite far from being it. Granted that if you fall for the game of the Ash of War, you will lose every trade consistently, but there are ways to bypass its strengths or play around it. While Storm Assault does provide a good chunk of hyper armor, it is not enough to withstand colossal weapon attacks. Even with tons of passive poise, the hyper armor provided by these types of weapons also proves useful in trading with the Ash of War, and some of them can even recover before the final smash, giving you a chance to roll away. Just be careful with the lingering hitbox. Depending on your poise, some Ashes of War or special attacks will also break your stance. In case of the enemy whiffing the attack, rushing in is not a good idea due to the super-duper long lingering hitbox of Miyazaki's spaghetti code. Instead, try to use things like freezing pots, spells, or Ashes of War like Stormblade to chip away some damage. Being on the lookout for the Ash of War is a must whenever you see someone wielding any of the types of weapons that use it, and always play carefully until you can confirm they're using something else and are not hard swapping. It is quite a game of patience, really. If you can let your enemy mold before you, you'll have the match conquered.
Brofist, best game ever 10 out of 10.
Overall, this thing can easily be catalogued as one of the best Ashes of War in the game. The versatility and damage make it quite scary, as well as the super fast hyper armor. But does it really make you invincible?
Hey, little poggies, Invincible here. Just wanted to say that although this Ash of War is very strong, it will not make you invincible. Matter of fact is, nothing will make you invincible. Nothing will make life easy for you all the time. Life is full of ups and downs, and no matter what path you choose, life will beat you to your knees and remind you to be humble. But that doesn't mean you can't get back up again. Just look at me. I got beat up by a furry, my dad, a geriatric patient, and RoboCop, but I always get back up and try again. So remember that next time you face an adversity, because your body and mind may not be invincible, but your spirit can sure as hell be. So, don't give up. Make it this year and have an awesome holiday with your family and loved ones.
Thanks a lot for your input, imbecile.
It's invincible.
I'm sure the little poggies appreciate it. Little ravioli. It's 4 p.m, time to play Mystery Weapon. Judging by the stats alone, what weapon is this? Leave your answers in the comments below, and the winners will be featured in the next video. And if you enjoyed this one, feel free to leave a like, a comment, and share it with friends. Consider subscribing to OnlyWaifu for more videos like this.
Be sure to train every day to become invincible.
And as always,
Thanks for watching.